Okay guys, how you doing today? Just thought I would do a quick video showing you all how to do the base yarn over here that I have as a new symbol. It's a small little triangle, same as the wedge of a normal yarn over, but it's just little stripes on it instead of a full solid triangle. So we'll get to that. It's used in Guinevere and possibly used in future patterns as well, so I thought it worth going through to explain to start with. So just to establish where we are here at the moment, I have a few linked 6-upple trebles just at the start, which I've already completed a few of there. So I'll get straight into this particular line here, this column here, with the decrease and the yarn over at the very end there, just as a basis. So you can see obviously we have 4 normal spaces on top there, so I'll do those first. We've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then obviously you have your decrease and your yarn over, so I'll do those. It's my decrease, my yarn over, and then into the base at the end of column 5. So straight into the base, yarn over and pull through. And just to recap, that'll give us the 6 squares we have plus the extra loops. So we have the loop at the start, which is always on the hook, so we can discount that from any counting we do. And you'll see then that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the yarn over at the base. So you'll have all 6 squares actually represented there before we zip back up again. So it's yarn over through 2 the whole way back up again. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that's your normal column there, and obviously that's going to give me a huge big hole at the base there. If this yarn over was further up, I wouldn't be able to fit my finger through that hole. It would actually be much smaller, and it's pretty obvious on a pattern, so that's why it's actually been bothering me. I don't like the fact that this hole is an awful lot bigger than anything else that may actually appear in a lace sequence. So I have added an extra little technique, which we're going to go through now once I have this line done. I'm just going to pick up my yarn over. Come on, there we go. Into the base, yarn over, pull through, and then zip back up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one there. Okay, so now we've got the exact same sequence here, except the yarn over technique has actually changed. So this is our stripy little triangle here that we're going to be doing. So it's 4 down, decrease, and then a base yarn over, which is what I'm calling that here. So I'll go 1, 2, ooh dear, 3, 4, obviously my decrease as usual. Now if this was a normal yarn over, like this one here, obviously what I'd be doing now is just doing a yarn over and continuing, but we know that'll give us a huge hole. So instead, and to keep the number of loops consistent throughout and to make it so that we can continue just fine, what I'm going to do instead is pick up an extra loop by going into the previous, so this one here on column 6, go into the previous base once more. So you can see it's already occupied there by the previous column, but I'm going to go in again to the same spot, yarn over and pull through, and that's given me the extra loop, which would normally be my yarn over but is now actually represented by this little stripy triangle. So that's my extra yarn over, and from there I go into the appropriate base, so into the actual base of number 7. So what I've done is I've equalized the number of loops on my hook by picking up an extra loop on the previous column and adding it to the number of loops for column 7. So when I do my yarn over and pull through, I'm back to the same number of loops again. I've got my first and my last, which we don't count. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, as you'd expect for that there. And once I zip back up again, you will find that I've got a much smaller hole at the base. Still kind of there, but it's much smaller and it won't be as obvious on the actual piece itself. So that's it there. Much tinier, works out much better all around. So that's what it is. That's what the base increase is all about there. It's literally just yarning over, using the column before as an extra space to add a loop. That's all there is. Thanks very much.